Oh, there's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. It's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
I could see we might have a budding superstar here coming out of the 2025 Florida Python Challenge that just wrapped up. Boy, they had a lot of people come out and do that. 934 participants they had. How insane is that? 934 people out there trekking through the Everglades. I can't think of a worse thing.
Good for them.
To do it. No, I mean, it's really great, and they got to do it. So hats off to them. And it takes a certain kind of person to do that. I'm not that kind of person. But they got a record 294 snakes captured. That is the most since they began doing this in 2013.
Okay.
And the one star that might be coming out of this is 29-year-old Taylor Stanberry of Naples. She became the first woman to win the $10,000 grand prize. She caught 60 snakes.
Dang.
60 snakes. And what I think is helping out here is she's got a pretty cool Instagram video that starts with the tail of a snake, a big old python. It starts working its way up. And you see the snake, but then you see her, and she's got like a belly shirt on. Girl's got a body, and I think the fellas have taken notice.
Okay.
And that definitely does help out. You got a hot chick in the Everglades that is wrangling snakes, and now she's a champion.
Okay, this girl is going to get a reality show.
Probably. Yep. That's the first thing I thought.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So remember the name Taylor Stanberry. I could see her being the next South Floridian to get herself a show. Professional hunter Donna Khalil, she caught 56 snakes. She got $2,500 in her category.
Okay.
Which is impressive. So very nice that they were out there to do that. But if you are newer to South Florida, this has been something that's been going on since the 80s, and it is devastating the native wildlife in the Everglades, whether it be, the deer and the possums and everything else you might get out there.
Because they don't live here naturally. They are invasive and they are messing up the flow and how nature should be.
Yep.
We got to get rid of them.
Yeah, they say since 2019, more than 15,800 pythons have been removed by hunters.
I mean, what a mess.
Yeah, 15,800, but I'll let you know. How many might possibly be out there? I don't even know if they have an estimate.
I think they multiply so fast.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They can have, tons of babies.
100 babies.
Right.
What?
Yeah. Well, this is something, if you love nature, this is pretty controversial, but Florida Wildlife Commissioners voted 5-0 to approve a December black bear hunt. Going to be the first one happening in a decade. Now, a lot of animal advocates, they're not big fans of this, and they were arguing that not only is this unpopular, it's cruel, it's not backed by complete science. They said the state hasn't finished its bear population survey, so you're trying to thin the numbers, but we don't even know what the numbers are. Now, they claim that the hunt benefits developers encroaching on bear habitats. And remember, we had that controversial story. There was a bear that kind of wandered into a nice neighborhood that is right on the fringe, and the bear got up in the tree and they shot it dead. Remember that?
Oh,
People
yeah.
we didn't need to do that.
I just don't like
I
it.
know.
I'm never going to be pro shooting an animal. I just don't like it.
Now, local officials are saying the bear numbers are estimated about 4,000 statewide, and they say it poses safety risks as they keep walking into our neighborhoods. But, this is the fight between the conservationists and, the people who are the developers, and it's going to be an ongoing fight here in Florida, has been for a while.
It's a sad story. It's quite unbearable.
Well, now the new rules are going. I got what you're doing there. See, she had gator jokes. He's got bear jokes.
He's right. You're right, honey.
Well, that's good.
They say the new rules allow hunting with bait, hounds, and bows. And they set a kill limit of 187 bears for 2025 and permit virtual check-ins instead of in-person inspections, which is what some people are upset about, saying that we want human eyes to see what they're doing to make sure they've done it right. Let's not be doing something that could be virtual.
So, are we eating this bear meat, or is that a stupid question?
I don't think there are any stupid questions on this show.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what necessarily they're doing with it. I don't know if it's just to get the fur or if there is value in the meat. I have personally never eaten bear.
I've never eaten bear either. I don't know if you can eat bear. That might be a really dumb question.
Do you do you feel differently about the bear compared to the python? Both
Yes.
Massively.
Massively.
both living creatures.
I know, you're right. And I'm a hypocrite.
It's all
I'm a
about
complete
just
hypocrite.
yeah.
I'm here. 1 second, I'm going to kill all the snakes. I'm like, oh, save the bears. Yeah, I'm a hypocrite. I'll admit it.
100%.
I am. I can't understand it. It's just the way I am.
Just because the snakes kind of I don't know, they're not cuddly, and I think we're so designed.
The bear's not invasive either. The bear belongs here. The python doesn't belong here. So even though we are hypocritical, it comes with real reasoning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brad says, yes, you do eat the meat. So, it was something like that. I understand. I do appreciate hunters' rights and all that kind of stuff that you do that. And I think just with anybody, where I'm set, if it's necessary, make sure it is, and then do it as humanely as possible.
This is one of those topics where you can't win. Man, we want to save the bears. Damn it, what about the hunters?
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you can't. It's one of those topics that divide people.
It just makes me sad though, because the bear's just being a bear, and he was here, and he's from here, and now he's just getting shot, just doing a bear thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad news. It's very, very bad news.
Well, another
bad news bears.
Bad news bears.
That's my last one. I'm out.
Well, there's another animal that is in danger. It is, I guess it's a tiger. Tigger. You ever seen Tigger?
Yeah.
Well, there's a video of Tigger dropping from the heat. And now people are kind of coming after Disney. Now, this is a human inside of the Tigger costume. And it's 107 is the feel-like temperature.
Yeah, maybe
in
higher.
West Palm Beach. And, Disney has that alleged rule that characters can never take off their costumes. And there's video of Tigger dramatically fainting and still staying in character. And they're like going, that's because Disney made him.
But the commitment.
I mean, Tigger is on the ground, and there are little kids all around Tigger trying to help Tigger up. And Tigger's like, whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. And people are kind of alarmed, saying, all right, we got to maybe think about what's going on here, because it looked like Tigger had heat stroke, and that's the word. That is from the Shanghai Disneyland Resort.
I mean, can we have an exception to some of these rules? Can we take off the Tigger mask?
I mean, poor Tigger.
Can you think of a tougher job than trying to be in Orlando today, and you're in one of those costumes, and whatever you do, you cannot take this thing off?
Why don't these things have like little mini?
I think sometimes they have fans in them and things like that.
Ventilation.
But when you're talking about the temperatures we're dealing with and the humidity, it's rough.
So what's more traumatizing, seeing Tigger without the mask on or seeing Tigger dead on the ground?
I know, right? And the kid, what was hysterical is the kids are trying to bring him back to life. All the kids are
they're
attending
fanning him.
Yeah, they're doing everything they could.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. There's a complete a-hole that I hope he gets what he deserves. 46-year-old David Leroy Carter of L.A. I don't know if you saw what he did on this Breeze Airways flight from Norfolk, Virginia to L.A. They had to make an emergency landing in Grand Junction, Colorado, because he was so drunk. He was swinging a skateboard at people, yelling racist slurs.
Oh, no.
And then he attacked others with his waist belt. Now, they tried to restrain him, and he broke free 2 different times. A flight attendant and a passenger had minor injuries. He was arrested by police, handed over to the FBI, and I hope they throw the book at this guy.
Like, literally take a book and throw it at him.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
A book is a great weapon.
Oh, yeah.
If you can hit somebody in the head with a big book.
Encyclopedia Britannica?
Yeah.
Take that.
Did you see the story about this 31-year-old Mary Ann McDammit? Who worked for the U.S. Postal Service that was... McDammit.
It sounds like something your grandpa Pappy would say.
Her last name is like an old person swear. McDammit. Yeah, she was swiping mail. And then she went on social media flossing all this stuff. Like going, you're a mail carrier. It's making $56,000 a year. You shouldn't be able to afford these cars, take these trips, all this kind of stuff. She was just swiping credit, debit cards, checks from the mail, all that kind of stuff, and was traveling internationally and buying all kinds of designer goods. They saw in her Tesla, and they're like, all right, what's going on here? And then, of course, they were getting complaints from her route, and it wasn't really hard to put it all together. Yeah, they said 100 cars were reported stolen on her route. So then they went to her place and they recovered 133 credit and debit cards, 16 treasury checks, 18 stolen gift cards were there.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then she confessed to everything she did, and now she's looking at 30 years in prison.
I hope it was worth it, Meg, damn it.
Some murderers don't even get that kind of time.
You're right.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy, isn't it? Yeah, they don't play with this kind of stuff.
It's a federal thing when you mess with the mail.
It is. So if you're going to send something stupid in the mail, it's easy to track. Just know that.
Yep. And you know what? Don't play around with guns. There was a woman in Utah that got arrested after she had one too many drinks, got angry at her phone and tried to shoot it and actually shot through her neighbor's fence.
Oh, no.
You big dummy.
Lady.
The general rule is if you have had one sip of alcohol, you stay as far away from any gun as you possibly can. Any person who knows guns are like, those two things never mix. They never mix. And if there's any alcohol in your system or anything else, walk away, baby. Don't even mess with it. And I guess we'll wrap with this. As people in South Florida are going to be hunting bears, apparently the danger can also happen for the hunters. Millionaire Texas ranch broker and trophy hunter 52-year-old Asher Watkins was killed in South Africa after being gored by a 1.3-ton Cape buffalo during a guided safari.
Wow.
The unwounded buffalo charged at about 35 miles per hour. Dude couldn't react. He had tracked it with a guide and a tracker, was coming after it, and he's like going, oh, yeah? You don't think I got any fight in me? He's like, two can play this game. When you're out here in the wild, you're on my turf, brah.
Yeah.
So he was hunting this animal, and this animal turned the tables?
Yep, turned the tables and killed him. Wow. And his mom, brother, and stepfather were all waiting for him at the lodge, and they came back and they're like, sorry, he did not win this round.
Wow.
Look, you take that risk, man.
It's part of the game, right? If you're going to go out there and play.
Look, the animal's thinking, why do I have to die? Why are you coming into my yard?
Right, two can play this game.
Yeah,
I got my own thing. I run 35 miles an hour.
And you're a threat.
Yep, absolutely.
Nature can win a lot.
They say the Cape buffalo kills about 200 people annually.
Damn.
Yeah, so it doesn't play. So, two can play that game.
They probably knew who he was. Like, that's the guy everyone's been talking about.
The buffalo talked about it in like the break room. They were like, look, here's his picture.
There's a guy.
They circulated the flyer.
Do you think they keep a score?
I wonder.
Do they get like a buff tat or something like that whenever they like a teardrop in prison?
He gets a teardrop tat.
Well, and his community, or the buffalo's community, that person's a hero. That animal is a hero.
Mm-hmm. This round he was.
This round he was.
Yep.